Mutton.
Hey!
Hey!
Hi!
How are you enjoying the summer?
Oh, I got a wool sweater, so you can imagine I'm gonna be a little hot.
I know it's grown back since you got sheared at the beginning of the summertime, but you look really cute.
Thank you.
Now, we don't have any goats on this channel, do we?
Well, that's not my fault.
Nope, but you're a sheep, and I know that you know some goats, right?
Yeah.
Have you?
They always keep butting into the conversation, though.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, have you ever had
My nanny was a goat.
Oh, a nanny goat. I've heard that they're the best kinds of nannies that there are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever had goats?
I knew one named Billy, too.
Are we going to do just goat puns from now on?
Yeah, I'm just showing how they butt in.
Okay, so have you ever had goat's milk? If you have a nanny goat?
Yeah.
Have you ever had goat's cheese?
Yeah. When he wasn't looking.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. So we are going to make a great summertime treat just before the summer ends, and we are going to make a fried goat cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you know the other guy who lives in this house, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen him around somewhere.
Yeah, he never shows up, but we went out to lunch the other day, and I got a wonderful salad that had a goat cheese, a fried goat cheese, that was breaded with biscotti.
Ooh.
I know, so
fancy.
It is fancy. A lot of people find goat cheese a little bit overpowering. It's very tangy, and so they don't really like it all that much. If you fry it with this biscotti, the sweetness of the cookies really does counteract that tanginess of the goat cheese. And then if you have it with a salad or with something sweet, some sort of dressing that's really sweet, it's really great, and it's a perfect summertime meal.
Ooh, can I try it?
Yes, so we are going to find out how to make it, and as always, it's only how many ingredients?
3!
3. So our first ingredient is?
Goat cheese!
Goat cheese. So this one is about 8 ounces. You don't have to use that much, just use as much as you need. This is a little log of goat cheese. I would say get it in a little log like this so that you can cut it up for easy frying. But if you have, say, a square of brick, square or brick, whatever kind of goat cheese, you can also cut it up into little squares.
Okay.
Okay. Our next ingredient is?
The biscotti!
The biscotti! Now, when I started to make this, I used 8 biscotti cookies. That was about 4 cookies too many, so 8 minus 4 is?
4.
4. So you're going to use 4 biscotti cookies. They're going to be ground up so that you can coat your cheese with them. But if you have more cheese, you use more cookies. If you have less cheese, use less cookies. However many cookies you need. And whatever cookies you don't use, you can
eat later!
You can eat later. And because the cookies won't stick on the goat cheese without something to hold them together, we are going to use...
Crazy glue!
We're going to use an egg.
Oh, that probably makes more sense.
Yeah, eggs taste much better than crazy glue. So we're just going to use 1 egg, and we're going to whisk it up really well. And again, if you use more cheese, you can use more egg. There's not really too much of a way to use half an egg, so, you know, just use the whole egg.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how to make this.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, to start, I have 8 biscotti cookies in my food processor. I am going to just process these until they turn into a nice flour-like consistency to coat the cheese with. And this is about the consistency I want. It's sort of like cornmeal or flour. Biscotti are very, very dry, so it's not going to have the real light texture of flour, but this is just what we want. It will coat our pieces of cheese really nicely. I'm just going to put my crumbs directly onto a dish. And we will set that aside for just a moment. Alright, next up is our goat cheese. I am just going to cut this into rounds. Now you don't want these to be too thick or too thin. If it's too thin, then the goat cheese is just going to melt away when you cook it. And if they're too thick, it won't cook all the way through. So I'm going for about 1 inch. You may also notice that goat cheese is very, very crumbly. So just take your time in cutting this up. You may have a little bit of cheese that is not going to fit into your rounds. That's fine, because then you can just eat that on your own. Next, I'm just going to beat 1 egg to make an egg wash. slices of goat cheese and I will put them into my egg wash. You don't want them dripping with the egg wash, you just want them coated. And then put them into my biscotti mixture. Alright, these are all coated, so now I'm just going to let them sit for about 10 minutes. This is a tip that I got from another channel called Ellen's Homemade Delights. If you let this sit, then everything can just bind up and the coating is going to stay on the cheese a lot better. So I want to thank Ellen, and I'm going to link her channel up in the information box above and in my description below. And then we're going to turn on our fryer and start frying these up and see how they work with an air fryer. Alright, so these have been sitting for 10 minutes. I actually popped them in the freezer because even though goat cheese doesn't really melt like mozzarella does, if you do mozzarella sticks, they do advise that you put them in the freezer before you fry them if you're working with fresh mozzarella sticks. So I did the same for these. They now have a little bit more firmness to them, which is good. I'm going to put them into the basket of my air fryer. Now again, my air fryer is new, and so I haven't used it before, but I'm going to try it at about 400 degrees. I will set this timer for about 10 minutes, and then I will continue frying them until they are nice and crispy on the outside, and they've gotten nice and soft in the middle as well. Okay, so at about 7 minutes, I started smelling the aroma of biscotti that were really cooking, and so I just opened this up, and these are nice and soft, and the outside is nice and crispy. So I'm going to amend my 10 minutes to about 6 minutes in this air fryer at 400 degrees. They're very soft, so instead of my tongs, I'm actually going to take these out with a little spatula. And taking these out on camera might prove to be a little bit difficult, so let me just open one of these right now while it's still nice and warm. And you can see this is cooked all the way through. The cheese is nice and melted. I hope you can hear it's nice and toasty on the outside. This is going to be perfect on a little bit of salad or just as a side dish all by itself. So I'm going to take the rest of these out and we're going to give them a try. How is it?
Yum, yum.
This is really...
The salad's good too.
It sounds good?
The salad is good too.
Oh, the salad is good too.
Open your ears.
Well, I don't have nice, beautiful, long ears like you do, so it's harder for me to hear. So yeah, this is a wonderful summer treat. The goat cheese is nice and creamy and nice and crispy. It's going to add to your salad dressing. So if you dress your salad greens, make sure that you don't dress them too much because you've got the cheese. The coating is nice and crispy and sweet, and it really does counteract that tanginess of the goat cheese. And of course, the goat cheese is tangy and delicious all on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, wow.
So
these things go fast.
They really do. And you know what else goes really fast?
What?
The summertime. It's almost over.
It's August already. Wow, where did it go?
I know. You're going to be 3 years old soon.
Wow.
Wow.
Enough for the ingredients.
That's right. Maybe we could celebrate your third birthday with 3 ingredients. Sounds like fun. Now, if people had fun on this video, what can they do?
They can share with all their friends out there.
That's one of the most important things that you can do to help out this channel. You can just share this, put it onto Twitter, put it onto Facebook, send it in an email to your friends, or just show it to people you know.
And then you can subscribe so you can see all sorts of future videos.
Yep, if you want to keep up with all the videos we do on this channel, we do recipes on Thursday, Sullivan is on Wednesday, George and Dog are on Sunday, and on Mondays we do a live stream where we make puppets.
That's fascinating.
And that's a lot of stuff to do, so why not keep up?
Free time.
we don't. And of course, if you want to, you can leave a comment down below and let us know what kind of recipes you'd like us to try to make with 3 ingredients.
Yay!
We made this recipe because I had a wonderful meal at a restaurant that's local to us. And so if you have a restaurant meal that you'd like us to try with 3 ingredients, we will certainly give it our best shot.
Yeah!
So we're gonna go out and enjoy the rest of the summer. Thanks so much for joining us this time. We'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. That's your name.
What, you forgot already? Gee!
It's tough to
It
do.
was all great when you wanted me to enter a contest, but then you just forgot about me. I see how it is! Ah!
It's tough to get old. All right.